Great work once is talent. Great work every time is a system. And if you've ever nailed one listing video and then couldn't figure out why the next three fell off, that's the gap. And that's what I want to show you in the next few minutes. I want to tell you first about a guy named Ethan. A couple of weeks ago, he got on a call with me. He's new to real estate media. He's a new dad. His wife and daughter rely on him for their livelihood, which is an identical situation to my own. And it's why I love his story so much. Anyway, he joined the Signature Creator in January and he told me flat out, hey, this is one of the biggest risks I've ever taken. He had heard me talk about how I actually built my business, how I never pitched people, and how what I do instead is make content and pour everything that I have into it. And then the right people start reaching out to me. So I told Ethan, most creators have this backwards. They go hunting for clients before they've made work that makes clients actually want to work with them. It's like opening a restaurant and sending out flyers when there's no actual food in the kitchen. What are they gonna eat? My advice to him was pretty simple. Pick your next project, paid or not, and shoot it like you're already charging premium for it. Edit like your whole business depends on it. And that's exactly what he did. And the craziest thing happened. That video went viral. Over 280,000 views on his first video. And I want to be straight with you. This was not part of the plan. I never promised him views. That's not a variable we can control. That part was a surprise. What wasn't a surprise was what happened next, because it's what happened for me too. After that video, the developer of the project that he filmed it for ended up reaching out to him. His DMs filled up and agents he had never met started asking to work with him. Keep in mind, he had zero real estate related work on his portfolio at this point. And that is the flywheel. It's what happens when the work does marketing for you. And for most people, it takes a while to kick in. But for Ethan, it started on his very first video, which is not normal. I'm not going to pretend it is, but the mechanism is the same every single time. Make work so good, it sells before you walk in the room, and the right people will come find you. And look, I know how that feels because I've actually lived it. I used to edit until 2 in the morning with a shoot the next day. I used to compete with the guys who showed up with an iPhone and charged $200. I had agents act like $1,500 was highway robbery for something that I spent 8, sometimes up to 12 hours on, and sometimes more. And look, I even did what everyone else is so desperately trying to do. I went viral multiple times actually. I have over 24 million views on my work and I was still just grinding. Here's the thing though, it was never really about the editing or the pricing. The problem was I didn't have a system. I was reinventing the wheel every single day on every single shoot. And that was the thing that was actually causing my burnout. So I finally had enough and I reverse engineered it, all of it. How I shoot, how I edit, how I pick music, how I use AI in the process, how I price, how I talk to clients. I'm talking everything. And what I've boiled it down to is 6 phases. It's 12 weeks to walk through all of it. And by week 8, you'll have your first signature campaign in the wild. That's what the signature path is. It's the system that I wish I had when I was editing until 2 a.m., trying to figure out why nothing was working consistently for me. Great video one day, mediocre video the next, and no consistent clients to count on. And here's how sure I am that that system works. If you show up to the calls, you do the work, you watch the modules, by week 8, you'll submit your first signature campaign that should cover the entire cost to join. If you finish that week and you don't feel like this was worth every dollar you put in, then you can choose what happens next. Either you can take a full refund or we'll continue working with you until you feel like it was. It's a better than free guarantee because this isn't about getting your money back. It's about walking away better than you came in. And truthfully, I don't want your money anyway if I can't actually help you. So here's what you get: the full curriculum, the private community, live coaching calls every other week, every tool and plugin I actually use. But it's not just me. This isn't just JT. What I'm building here is access to some of the best creators and best agency owners in the entire industry with deep dives on how they also shoot, edit, and run their business. This is the only place I know of that you can get all of that in one single spot. Stacked together, it's about $11,000 of real value. Launch pricing right now is the lowest it'll ever be, and it only lasts until April 30th. After that, the price goes up along with the value. Now look, I can't make this call for you, but I can tell you what I've watched happen to every person who's been through this. Their work changes, their pricing changes, their confidence changes, they stop pitching entirely and they start getting chosen instead. That's what a real system does. It does the heavy lifting so you can just show up and do the work that you actually love. The gap between where you are right now and where you want to be isn't as big as you think it is. You just need the system to get you there. If that sounds like you, the link is below and I'll see you on the inside.